Hey everyone, this is Walter, and I'm back here with more stories from Reddit. Today we're back to cover Reddit AmIOverreacting, a subreddit to help figure out if you overreacted to something, or if you were justified. Let's just get started with stories from Reddit AmIOverreacting. This one is from a few hours ago, and already has over 1,000 comments, because goddamn. Am I overreacting? Husband was planning to cheat while I gave birth to our 22-week stillborn. Now he wants to move back in. I, 25 female, started having intense cramping and pelvic pain the day before my husband's, 27 male, flight. We both work a lot, so I didn't see a point in bringing it up to him, until the next day, when it had gotten worse. When I told him about it, he was just getting off work, and grabbing his already packed suitcase to go to the airport. In response to me saying I was in pain, he fixed me a glass of water and gave me an aspirin before he left for his flight. I was a little pissed at him, but I thought it was menstrual pain, due to my PCOS, or either a UTI, so I didn't realistically expect him to stay back for that. I didn't know I was pregnant. I have weight fluctuations and irregular periods due to my hormonal issues all the time. About 2 hours later, I began to heavily bleed and the pain became excruciating, so I called an ambulance and was rushed to the hospital. I was already in labor by arrival, and I didn't know what was happening, and the nurses seemed confused too, until they pieced the signs together. I was so confused and screaming in pain as I gave birth to our 22-week stillborn. The hospital called and told him about me having an emergency, and he came from the airport about 30 minutes later. At that point, I was cleaned up and being monitored. The following week, I found out he had been cheating on me for months, and he was trying to catch a flight during one of the most traumatic episodes of my life to see his mistress. He initially told me it was for work. We argued, and I told him I wanted him out, and he eventually left after hours of arguing. I am struggling with my mental health because of it. Everything happened so unexpectedly, but he wants to come back now, because of comfortability reasons, I'm assuming. It's his place as well, but I don't want him around me. Still, it's his place too, and he's sleeping on a friend's couch. Am I overreacting about the situation? This is really insane. Imagine not knowing you were pregnant somehow, and then finding out, and then this happens, all in a few hours. Must be quite a whirlwind of emotions. And then to find out her husband was actively betraying her right after that. It's obvious she can't kick him out of his own place permanently, but I think she's really asking if she's overreacting by not wanting to see him at all. You can come tomorrow morning to get your computer. I'll be gone, but blank should be here. If I come get my computer, tell me, where would I take it? I'm sleeping on someone's couch, and they don't have room in their house for it. I think you're doing shit purposely to tick me off because you know my situation. It's not about me knowing your situation. It's been here for 2 weeks, and you've been promising to come get it, and it's still here. I don't want to hold on to your items. That's why I made you come get your clothes. Because you're bitter, and it's pathetic to see. My computer has nothing to do with us breaking up. You're acting evil. You knew I had nowhere to go when you kicked me out. Now you're trying to throw all my shit at me when I helped you pay for the place the shit is in. We paid for it together, so I think you should sympathize with the fact that I'm literally homeless right now. And technically, it's still my place too. I'm just giving you the space you say you need. I just paid all the bills last week, and I asked you for nothing, so don't even start that, LMAO. You wasn't worried about the place a couple weeks ago, so why are you so worried about it now? I don't want to argue, just please come get it by the end of the month. Stop giving me timelines on property that I pay for and own. That's what's making me upset. I think you should mind your business when it comes to what I'm doing and my shit and let me come and get it whenever the fuck I feel like. Because I'm still legally allowed to be there, despite your feelings. But because I care about your feelings so much, I let you have it. Okay, get it when you want. No, I'm going to move back into my apartment until we can sort this separation out legally. I need to consider my feelings as well. I'm sleeping on couches and having to go to work every single day, sore. But you don't consider my feelings, only yours. So I'm only considering mine as well. You take half the apartment and I take half. Simple solution. Don't talk to me and I won't talk to you. I'm sorry, blank, but I don't want to live with you right now, which is why I asked you to go, and you did. That's what we've been doing. I literally will have a breakdown and a shift in my mental health if I have to live with you, because you hurt me too bad and I can't get over that right now. It still hurts. Plus, I'm anxious as fuck right now, because I still haven't got my ultrasound results. I really don't have to explain to you. Just know I'm going through too much right now. Please don't tell me you're referring to losing the baby as you going through too much, because that situation affected me as well. And I was there for you, like the entire fucking time. You claim that I'm such a bad man and a cheater, but I left the airport for you as soon as my flight was about to take off. I was a husband to you, and I never put anything in front of you. You're clearly too upset right now to see how much I compromised for you. Get out of your head, blank. I think you need psychological help as well. Why won't you say what you were going to catch the flight for? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that his being a good husband was him canceling a flight to go see his mistress because his wife had a stillborn? Would he have even canceled it if he knew his affair would be exposed the next week? And to say I had to go through it too, while technically correct, is really putting your foot in your mouth as the husband. It's not really the same. Doesn't matter equals he's a piece of shit. Leave his ass. My jaw hit the floor with that response. That and how much I compromised for you. So you made the ultimate sacrifice of not heading off to bang your long-term side piece because the hospital called you and said it was an emergency? What a man. This hurts to read. I'm distressed to see just how many people, including you, OP, and particularly women, come here to ask if you're overreacting when the other person is absolutely, obviously treating you like shit, and often in the worst ways. You had no idea you were pregnant, and you suddenly had a stillborn. That is extraordinarily traumatizing. I am so sorry for you. I'm actually just going to set the infidelity aside, because while of course that's traumatic too, it doesn't even matter. He's got to go anyway. Because of the simple fact of how extremely selfish and self-absorbed of a person this man is enough to get him out of your life. Yes, the awful infidelity really made it crystal clear. But if I simply read this, with him acting this way over anything when you had a stillborn, is despicable. He made his bed and can lie on it, and now you know he is the wrong person to spend your life with. He's not a life partner. He's not even being a friend to you right now. Your normal meter is broken to be concerned about if you're overreacting. I am so sorry, and I wish you good physical and mental health. I gave up my booty run for you. Fantastic husbanding. Jesus, dudes. Thank you. I'm not a fantastic husband objectively, but you make me a gold star. No wonder my wife puts up with me. You aren't overreacting. Stop moving the goalpost and accommodating him. Pack his shit up and put it in storage, and then it can be sorted with after you both move out of the place. Yeah, a lot of people are saying to put his shit on the curb, but I wouldn't suggest that because he could sue and he'd probably win. Anyway, that was crazy. Let's move on. On a lighter note, this one came up in my feed the other day and it kinda cracked me up. What's up, bro? Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it to your housewarming party. My grandma just passed away. I'm gonna make a trip to blank tomorrow. I'm really sorry to hear about that, blank. My condolences are with you and the whole fam. Let me know if you need to talk. I'm here anytime. Condolences? Did you really say condolences to my family? Have you lost your goddamn mind? Get the fuck out and don't ever message me. Huh? Yeah, I have no idea. And Reddit mostly thought that he thought condolences meant congratulations, maybe? Don't use big words on a person who starts their message with what's up. This reminds me of the time I used asinine in a sentence as a child, in proper context, and got my ass beat for swearing. My dad has only heard it in a joke. I'd give her face a 2 and her ass a 9, and such things were inappropriate. Luckily, resorting to unnecessary violence worked, and now I don't fucking swear. Man, that really sucks. It's one of Hank Hill's favorite words. Now let's get back to talking about creeps. Am I overreacting for ditching my friends at an Airbnb after I got creepy texts from the host? I think we'll start with the messages this time. Good. Let me know if you need anything. Thank you. At the risk of sounding creepy, though I believe folks overuse that term these days, you are devastatingly attractive. May I know your age? Oh wow, thanks. I'm 22. You have stunning eyes. One could surely get lost in them. There's a spark in your eyes that is hard to fake. You must live a healthy lifestyle. Oh yeah, haha. I'm a health freak, you could say. My boyfriend finds it annoying at times. Lucky boyfriend. Where are you from? Me and the girls came from London, England. I was referring to your ethnicity, dear. Don't think England produces such exotic beauties. Are you mixed race? I see a great deal of diversity and harmony encapsulated in your features. Okay, already no way she's overreacting. This guy's definitely a serial killer or something. Yes, I'm mixed. What is it? I'm redacted. That's an ultra-rare combination, and as exotic as I had presumed. Very erotic. So just being a particular race is erotic? That's pretty gross. It explains your pretty, delicate face, contrasted with your womanly body. Heavy assets and small waist. You'd make an excellent shibari bunny. I had to look this one up, and the AI wanted no part of answering it for me. It seems to have to do with BDSM and tying women up, so holy fuck. This happened last week, and I want to know if I'm overreacting. I'm 22 female, and went on a trip with 3 of my friends, all 22 female. We checked into our Airbnb, and the host, who is an older man, mid-30s or so, was welcoming and even showed us around the immediate area. The following morning, he got us a huge breakfast. Like 2 days into our stay, he texted me to see if we're doing alright. The texts you can see are above. I don't even know what the fuck a shibari bunny is, and when I googled, my jaw dropped. I felt shivers down my spine, and immediately searched up a hotel I could stay at for the remainder of our stay. I shared the text with the girls, and they thought it was creepy as fuck too, but they thought me choosing to stay at a hotel is a massive overreaction. They said that nothing would happen anyway, and that there's 4 of us, so it's not like he'd come in and drag me out of the room at night. I refused and told them that I'm feeling super uncomfortable and don't want to be around him at all. They kept saying they agree, but that I shouldn't leave and that I'm ruining the vibe, etc. Only one friend supported my decision. I spent the remaining days at a nearby hotel, legit 15-minute walk from the Airbnb. I told my dad about the whole situation too, which may have been a mistake because he was murderous, lol. Did I overreact? Nah, not overreacting. Total creep. You even told him you had a boyfriend, the international please stop being appropriate sign, and he doubled down. I'd report this to Airbnb once you are well away. Shibari, what the fuck? I read an entire book on it, don't ask. And if I read a message from a dude on whose property I'm staying, I see this as a sign from the universe to very calmly pack my shit and go. Dad had the correct response. This guy definitely needs to meet your dad. You had the correct response. Protect yourself. Your friends had the given the benefit of the doubt response that has unfortunately been trained into most women and won't serve them well until they unlearn it. Report him to Airbnb immediately. My dad is still furious and keeps asking me if I'm okay. He doesn't want me traveling abroad for the next year or so, and he signed me up to self-defense classes. Please, OP, report this. One time I was staying at an Airbnb in Hungary, and I got the weirdest vibe from the host. There was nothing concrete to report, but I just got the absolute shivers down my spine. I was all by myself. On the last night there, I looked up in the bedroom and found a hidden camera that was basically built into the wall. I was so freaked out, but I felt like I couldn't report it. I totally regret not reporting it now, seeing as I'm sure I know why it was there. This man is a predator, and your dad is right to be murderous. Nope, not overreacting. OP, I'm 40, and when I was around your age, I went to a New Year's Eve party, where it ended up being my girlfriend, my age, and 3 dudes who were like 10 years older than us. One of the dudes totally gave me the creeps. I begged my friend to leave. She drove, and she outright refused. I ended up calling my dad in tears with no details, just saying I needed a ride. He asked no questions and came immediately. He thought I was just drunk and emotional, even though I didn't drink at the time. When I told him the details about what happened, I won't bore you with them. He was also murderous, lol. I begged my friend after to never hang with the dudes again, but would still be friends with her if she did. She didn't talk to me for months because of my overreaction. She kept hanging out with them, and the creepy guy ended up raping her. We eventually reconciled, and we're still friends, and I love her dearly, but it fucked her up in a way she can't get over. Your safety and mental well-being are the most important things. Trust your gut. It's screaming so loud you went to a hotel. Good for you. I think a lot of girls are taught not to speak up and advocate for themselves. And when we do, we're the squeaky wheel, or the bitch, when in reality we're just protecting ourselves. It's fucked up. We should just be able to trust men because they should be trustworthy in their actions and words. But because so many aren't, not all, don't come at me, Reddit. We had to be on alert. You protected yourself here. Again, good for you. You did the right thing. Shame on this grown-ass man for making you feel unsafe. Also, I'm too scared to look up a shibari bunny, but if a 30-year-old man likens you in any way to a pet, fuck him. He absolutely could have come in to drag you out of your room at night. People are insane. You never know who you're dealing with. You 100% did the right thing. I wouldn't have even felt comfortable being one of the other girls staying there. He could let himself into the home anytime he felt like. Not worth the risk. Edit. Oh my god, I just googled shibari bunny also. It's literally someone tied up. Hell no. Yeah, if it wasn't for him telling us the word creepy is overused, I'd be tempted to say this is remarkably creepy. I really hope he's not still out there, hosting an Airbnb looking for mixed-race victims or whatever. Anyway, I think that's about all the time I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you liked the video, please give it a like. You have something to say about the stories? Make sure you let me hear it in the comments. I'll be reading them while the video's new. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more of the same. Finally, big thanks to my awesome patrons who support me more directly over on Patreon. It really helps me out. I'll probably be back soon with something, but I don't know what. Have a great day, everyone. And don't miss that flight to see your mistress.